Hey, it's Thursday. Happy day. Look, I painted my nails. Aren't they cute? Well, I have to do a top coat and clean them up a little bit. And I scratched the shit out of my finger yesterday trying to break down a big cardboard box. I was cutting the tape and like a little edge of the box lid, like it was the damn box that cut me. I didn't do it. So I cut myself and it was really irritated. So I had to put some Neosporin and a Band-Aid on it because it was driving me crazy. I kept accidentally hitting it on stuff and so yay. I took my son this morning. We picked up his retainer and it fits fine. There was no need for any further x-rays or anything else. So we did that, and then we went to Academy Sports, and he got some Christmas money from my dad and stepmom. It was burning a hole in his pocket, and he wanted to buy something. So we went to Academy, and he got a BB gun, a set of like 2 BB guns. Well, there goes all your money. Actually, he had like $5 left, but so now that $5 is burning a hole in his pocket. Sorry. Well, when I left, he was on Amazon trying to find something that he could buy for $5. I'm going, dude, stop. Just, you could just keep it and not spend it. He said that was blasphemous. You've been around your brother too much. That is not blasphemy to just save your money, my God. So, it's his Christmas money. So anyway, it is disgusting here today. It rained all night. I mean, just nonstop all night long. And I was really worried because they were saying it was going to get below freezing and we were going to have freezing rain. It didn't really happen though. It didn't get quite cold enough for that, fortunately. So everything is just cold and wet now. It's just gross outside. It's like if a slug landed on the planet. It's just bleh, cold and wet and very unappealing. I hate this weather. I'm headed to Costco to return a hoodie that I bought the other day. It's a nice Adidas hoodie and it was only like $22 and it's really cool. I thought my younger son would like it and he said he didn't really like it, so I don't need any more hoodies. I thought about keeping it because it would fit me. It was an adult small, so I thought it would fit me, but I don't need any more hoodies. I thought about it. I thought, no, just take it back. It still has the tags on it. I still have the receipt. So I'm just going to return it. And while I'm here, I'm going to pick up one of their really yummy rotisserie chickens. They have the best rotisserie chicken of anybody. I'm telling you, they're huge. And they're only $4.99. And they are so freaking good. It's like I don't know what they put in them. They put something in them to make them just taste extra wonderful. So I'm going to get a rotisserie chicken, and they have these big fluffy throw blankets, and they're on sale for $20. I'm thinking about getting one of those. It's like for a queen size bed too. It's huge. So I'm thinking about getting one of those while I'm here. I looked at them when I was here the other day, and I almost got one, and I'll put it back, and I think I might grab one while I'm here. It's probably going to be crowded. I hope not, but I'm going to tell you what, since I got my brakes fixed, I got new brake pads on the front and back and new rotors, like everything. $615. I think that was a hell of a deal for all that. It rides so much better. I hadn't noticed. There's something just different about it. But I guess it just happens gradually. You don't notice it. That it was a little bit shaky, like if I put on brakes, especially if I braked kind of hard, the front end would kind of shake a little bit. It felt loose, like something was just not quite right, but I guess I had just gotten used to it. But yeah, especially with this weather, and they're talking about we might get some more dicey weather in the next week or so. I'm really glad to know I have good brakes again, so that's very important if you want to stop. So yeah, so the car rides much better, and the brakes don't make any noise anymore, so that's good. So yeah, it's only about 12 o'clock. It's been a good day except for the weather. Wally is still inside. He stayed inside last night. Oh, we have some really bad weather coming up. It's supposed to get down to 9, I think, tomorrow night, 9 degrees. And it's going to be really windy, and the wind chill is going to be like 2 below or something. And oh, he's got to stay in the house that night. Come hell or high water, I am getting that cat in the house Friday night. He will not be outside that night. And I worry about the other cats that come around. There are 2 especially, and they have collars on, but I don't think anybody feeds these cats because they're always really hungry, and they come around every day. I have a possum that started coming around at night and eating any food out there, and I'm not feeding every damn woodland creature in the neighborhood, so I've quit putting out food at night. Because that possum has an attitude as well. It was out there the other night, and possums, if you've ever dealt with one, they do have an attitude. They will look at you like, what the hell do you want? Because I opened the door and I said, go on. And it's sitting there crunching on the food, and it just looked up at me, crunch, crunch, and it looked at me like, why don't you piss off? And it just went right back to eating. It didn't give a shit. Go on. It's like, I'm not going anywhere, bitch. I still got food to eat. Shut up. It didn't care. It wasn't afraid at all. It had no fear. Like, all right. It's not rabid. That's just the way. If you've never been around possums, they have a chip on their shoulder, and they don't care about you. They're not afraid of you. It doesn't mean they're rabid. Now, if you see one in the daytime, if you ever have any woodland creature approaching you in the daytime, especially a raccoon or a possum, you need to get the hell away from there. Now, we do have rabies around here. I mean, I'm always on the lookout for shit like that. No, this was at nighttime. It was a possum being a possum. That's just what they do. They are not afraid of you. You can yell at them all you want to. They will just look at you like you're a piece of shit. Just like, I don't care. Why are you yelling at me? Shut up. You are ruining my dining experience. I'm going to give this place 1 star. So I've quit putting out food in the evenings. I don't even do it anymore. He's going to find somewhere else to eat. But when I get up in the morning, I make sure there's some food out there, because there's Wallix and Boba. It's these, my younger son is, well, originally, my younger son named Wallix Wattage, but for some reason I thought he called the cat Wallix. I don't even know. He said, no, that is Wattage, not Wallix. But we've just landed on Wallix. Wallix is this really pretty kind of a beige, like a British short hair kind of cat. Has a little squishy face and a little round face and little ears, you know. So cute. She's not quite as afraid of me as she was, but she has a collar on, but I can't get close enough to see what's on it. I don't know. She won't get close to you, but she's always very hungry. I mean, she's just always just really, really hungry. So, you know, I mean, what would you do? I mean, I cannot let this poor cat just be hungry. I don't know whose cat it is, but I hope she has somewhere to go at night. I really do. I thought about getting some hay and setting up, I know this is ridiculous, but trying to set up some stuff in the little greenhouse where if they wanted to, a cat could go in there and it would be a little better than being outside. Maybe Wallix goes inside their home or whatever at night. I honestly don't know. And Boba is this really pretty kind of a gray striped tabby cat. He has a collar too, but he won't let you get near him. If you even approach the sliding door, you don't even have to open it. He'll just run off. And Boop likes to chase him off. Boop chases him. He's very skittish. I think it's a he. I'm not sure, but it's not a very big cat. It's kind of small, and it's very afraid of Boop. And she's a bully, and she'll chase, if he's out there and she's out there, she'll chase him off. Evie chased him off the other day. Like, Evie, Lord, just being mean. Costco is very crowded today. Look at all these people. Well, you can't look at them. You have to take my word for it. All right, now play nice. Let me get through here. My God. Okay. I'm going to need a cart for self-defense in this store. Well, if I'm getting a rotisserie chicken, I always get a cart anyway, because those things are hot and I don't want to have to hold it, hot, waiting to pay for it. They do have self-checkout here now, which I really didn't like initially, but I have kind of grown to appreciate. I still say why don't you hang on a minute? Oh my God. I still say the tagline of Costco should be, will you wait a damn minute? Because they're always trying to rush you. Like, you can't go fast enough for anybody here. You can't go fast enough for other customers. You can't go fast enough for the cashiers. What, will you just wait a damn minute? I mean, daggum. Just finding somewhere to park's going to be a challenge. A lot of people. Oh, oh, oh. Look at that. Dang. I got lucky. There was a spot right here. Okay. All right. So, I'm going to go in there. I have this. Look at this hoodie. It's nice. It's just a plain black Adidas hoodie. The inside has this groovy mesh. Look at that. Wow. And it just has the little Adidas logo up here in gray. But he said he didn't want it. And he said, no, I don't really like it. So he's very picky about his clothes. He's just like, while we were in academy, I tried to get him to look at some clothes, and he didn't like anything in there. He was literally, I don't like anything in here. Like, son, you're going to be naked after a while. I mean, all of his clothes basically look the same. He likes a certain kind of pants and a certain type of shirt, and he won't wear a coat. Like, dude, people are going to think you have one outfit because everything you wear looks the same, but he doesn't care. Like, he does not care. My brother was a lot like that. He just genuinely didn't give a shit what people thought of him. It didn't really factor into his day, you know. And I know he was picked on a lot because he was very smart, and he was kind of nerdy, honestly. You know, he had these thick glasses, and you know it was the '80s, so he had that big frame, and you know he just didn't worry about dressing fashionably or whatever. He just wore whatever my mom found at the denim outlet. You know, he didn't care what it looked like as long as it fit. He didn't care. Yeah, so. It's I know it had to bother him that people picked on him a lot, but he would mention it to me every now and then that people call me a nerd and a dork, but whatever, I don't care. I think he did care, but yeah, well, he's probably doing better than all those losers now, so I don't think he's too worried about it anymore. And that's something I would tell young people. You know, if you're in school, I know it can seem like the whole world, and maybe not, but for me, when I was in school, it seemed like that's the way, to me it felt like that's the way things were always going to be. You know, you've got the popular kids, you've got the diplomats that could kind of go from one group to another. They were just kind of friends with everybody. You've got well, back then we had like the metalheads, the headbangers. That was before goth kids was a thing. You got the preps, the studious kids. You got all these different groups. Anyway, you got the ones that smoke out back, you know. I don't know what, those are like the headbangers, I guess. And it can feel like that's the way it's always going to be. It's not. It's not. You won't believe what happens when you get out of school. Like when you graduate high school, the whole deck gets completely reshuffled. And none of that shit will matter anymore. It won't matter. All those other kids won't matter. What they thought of you won't matter. You will be shocked how quickly all of that just ceases to be a factor in your life. It's just all over. The deck is reshuffled. And you can completely reinvent yourself if you want to. You're probably going to be around a whole different group of people. You're going to be doing totally different stuff. You can just blossom in a completely different environment, especially if you didn't feel like you really fit in high school and everything was just kind of weird. And you might go on out there after high school and find the perfect place for you and just really just bloom. I mean, yeah, and a lot of you might think you know what's going to happen with those other kids. Oh, this one's going to be successful, that one's going to be a loser, this one's never going to amount to anything. Yeah, just wait. Go to a few high school reunions. You might be surprised. I know I was. I'm not naming names or anything, but there were some kids that I went to high school with that I thought they will never amount to anything. They are complete losers. Even some that dropped out of high school, like, yeah, they're never going to be anything. whoa, some of them really went on to become very successful in business. They became, they did really well for themselves. One of them became like a preacher, which really shocked me. Like, a preacher? What? Yeah, never saw that coming. This was like the last person you would ever think would become a preacher. Really? And then there are other kids that you think, oh, they've got it made. They're going to be so successful. They've always had everything handed to them. That they were always popular. Their families got money, whatever. They can end up being the biggest loser. I mean, no offense or anything, but I'm just saying, you may see them 10, 20 years from now and go, what the hell happened to them? My God. I mean, so you don't know. And that applies to you too. It's really up to you to get out there and decide who and what you want to be. It's totally up to you. And you don't have to let that determine your future. Your high school or whatever experience does not have to determine the trajectory of the rest of your life, good or bad. That's up to you. That's up to you to do. And I was going to do a whole little video about that, and I guess I still should. Because some people, I think, get trapped in the thought of, this is how things are, or this is how things were, therefore, that's the way it's always going to be. And if you get into that mindset, it becomes very hard to work toward anything else. Because it's like, well, why bother? Because this is how things are, and this is how they're always going to be. They don't have to be. They don't. If you, turn my car off. If you don't like the direction that your life is taking, or if you don't like, if you've made choices and decisions in your life and you don't like how they're turning out, if you're still breathing, it is not too late to change the course of your life. It's not too late to try something else. It's not. Don't feel like, well, I'm 30, I'm 40, I'm 50, I'm 60, 70. My mom graduated from she finished her graduate degree in psychology. She got her master's in psychology when she was 70 years old. So it's never too late. If you have the drive and the determination, you can start down a different path. You absolutely can. And if you have anybody in your life telling you you can't, forget them. Forget them. Listen to me. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And even if it's that voice in your head, oh, we can't do it. Yes, you can. Yes, hell, you can. And it's never too late to start. There's always that, you could take that first step. You could start looking into it. You could go online and search. Like if you want to go back to school, you could go online and start searching for, looking up information about, like, well, how am I going to pay for it? Where do I want to go? What classes do I want to take? You could start that right now. You could start right now and start making a plan for yourself. It is never too late to start. You are never too old. As long as you are still breathing and living, it is never too late. Oh, sorry. Wow, I got into that. All right. So I'm going to go into Costco and return this hoodie. I'm going to get a cart. You really need a cart for protection in there. The only bad thing is, when I have a cart, I can't get in there and look at the clothes. Of course, I've already looked at the clothes. I'm going to tell you what, they have the cutest little pajama sets in there for adults and kids, like several different styles of pajama sets, and they're just adorable. And pretty much all of them are on sale right now, like trying to get you to buy them as Christmas presents. They're so cute. I started to buy some, but I thought, Mary, you wear the same damn sweatpants and sweatshirt all the time at night. I mean, I have like 2 sets of just like mismatched sweatpants and stuff. Like, you don't need pajamas. You wear those ugly ass things. Well, they're ugly, but they're warm and comfortable. That's all I care about. That's all I wear. I don't need pajamas because I wouldn't wear them, because I would think, well, my sweatpants are warmer. But they do have some super cute pajamas. But it's hard to get through there with a cart because the carts are like the size of Connecticut and you can't get through there. So I like to look at the clothes when I don't have a cart with me, because I can just walk through and you don't have to try to maneuver that big cart through there. But if all I'm getting is a rotisserie chicken in that fuzzy blanket, I don't really need to worry about getting in there. I don't really know of anything else I need. I might just look around while I'm here and see if there's anything that might be useful or cool or whatever. But I'm going to tell you something. I have reached the point already. Like, I got on the scale this morning. I've gained like 5 pounds in the last month. Like, okay. This shit's got to stop. All right, because I've been eating all this junk food and stuff, and like, So I've got to start doing better. I got to lay off the snacks. I weigh myself every day. I do, and I've always heard it's a good idea to do that, just to, keep an eye on it. I do have a past with an eating disorder, but I don't feel that it's affecting me. I mean, you're never really cured from an eating disorder, in my opinion, but it's not bothering me like that. Like, it's not gonna trigger a relapse or anything like that. But I've put on about 5 pounds in the last month since before Thanksgiving. So, all right, it's time to get serious. Time to get real. Like, no, no. So I gotta lay off the snacks. So I'm not looking at snacks or anything. And Christmas Day is always a snack day at my house, because Santa always puts good snacks in my stocking. So Christmas Day is exempt, but after that we'll get back with it. So anyway, yes. So I love my snacks, but it's time to get real. Woo! Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I really hope that your day is going well, and I hope you have good weather wherever you are, whatever good weather looks like to you. Some people love this kind of weather. Not me, but some people do. My older son loves it, but I don't get it. Like, nah, this is stupid. Who likes this weather? This is bullshit weather. I'm just glad it's not below freezing, because good Lord, if it was below freezing, as much rain as we've had in the last 12 hours, gosh, it's just been, not right now, fortunately, but it was just pouring rain all night long. Just pouring rain. I thought, gosh, if it goes below freezing, we're in trouble. But it didn't. Fortunately, it did not. So that was good. But it's going to get really cold overnight tonight and tomorrow night. So, not good. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. I hope your day is going great. And I'll see you again soon.